This guide provides a step-by-step walkthrough for creating payment schedules. Payment schedules are used to manage recurring donor payments. Using a payment schedule ensures the donor is charged the proper amount at the correct intervals. Navigate to the Payment Schedules section. View the list of scheduled payments. Select the payment amount field. Choose the distribution type for payments. If the distribution type is set to every, the amount entered is the amount that will be processed on each recurrence. This is the default selection. If the distribution type is set to every, the end type, when the schedule ends, must be set. The default end type value is number. If the end type is set to number, the payment schedule will run a specified amount of times. Enter the number of payments to set how many recurrences the payment schedule should have. If the end type is set to date, the payment schedule will run until a specified date. Enter the end date to set the date at which the payment schedule should end. If the end type is set to amount, the payment schedule will run until the sum of all recurring payments equal a specified amount. Enter the amount to set the value at which the payment schedule should end. If the end type is set to forever, the payment schedule will continuously run unless it is manually stopped. A new forever pledge, a pledge without an amount, must be created. The pledge amount will automatically be set and increase at each recurrence. If the distribution type is set to over, the amount entered in the payment field will be divided by the number of recurrences. If the distribution type is set to over, specify the number of payments the amount should be split into. Set the payment frequency. Select the starting date for payments. If the start date is set to today, the first payment will be processed immediately upon schedule save. Select the calendar type. If Gregorian is selected, the payments will be scheduled based on the Gregorian calendar. If Hebrew is selected, the payments will be scheduled based on the Hebrew calendar. Click Calculate Payments to generate a preview of the payment schedule. The payment dates and amounts can be viewed and edited in the preview window. Payments can be deleted as well. If the payment method type is check, the payment schedule preview will display the check number field for each payment. The values will auto-populate with consecutive values, starting with 0. To set the starting number of the checks, enter a value into first check number before calculating the payments. The check numbers will populate with consecutive values, starting with the number provided. Click Edit Schedule after previewing the payments if any changes need to be made. The remaining fields are filled out as with a regular payment. Selections made will apply to all payments within the payment schedule. Select or create the pledges the recurring payments should be applied to. Save the payment schedule. If the first payment date is set to today, the first payment will be processed immediately. Once saved, the payment schedule will be visible under the Payment Schedules tab, with all related payments shown underneath. This guide covered the process of creating payment schedules in Salesforce, including setting payment frequencies, dates, amounts, and calculating schedules for accurate payment management. Master the steps outlined to streamline payment processing within the application.